Here is a wash rag that I am making using the Waffle Stitch. It's this sugar and cream yarn, 100% cotton, medium weight, and I'm using a size H hook. You can see the nice waffles here. And then there's one double crochet on the side of the pattern on this side, and one double crochet on this side of the pattern that make the edges. So here's a diagram that might make it a little more clear. So here are my chains down here. This pattern's going to be worked in multiples of 3 plus 2 when you begin. So my chain, I started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for my sample. On my actual wash rag, I chained 26. So I'm going to start by double crocheting in the 4th chain from the hook and in each chain across for row 1. And row 1 is moving this direction. You can see the arrow. When I get to the end of the row, I'm going to chain 3 or do a long chain and double crochet in that first stitch so you don't have a hole there, and I'll show that when I actually crochet it. And then this one, the next stitch, is going to be a front post double crochet, 2 regular double crochet, front post double crochet, 2 regular double crochet across the row, and you're going to finish the row with a front post double crochet here and a double crochet in that beginning chain 3 that counted as your first double crochet. And you're going to do row 3 the opposite of what you did with row 2. So chain 3 in the beginning, or do the long chain with a double crochet in that first stitch, double crochet in the double crochet from below that you did a front post. That's a regular double crochet. Then you're going to have 2 double crochet in the front post for the next ones. This is going to pull these double crochets toward this side. 1 regular double crochet in the next stitch, 2 front post double crochets next, 1 regular, 2 front post, 1 regular, and then your double crochet at the end of the row to finish row 3. Row 4 is going to be the same as row 2. Row 5 will be the same as row 3. And you will just repeat rows 2 and 3 for the entire width or length of your project, depending on how you're measuring it. And you want to end on an odd row to finish your project on the back side. Here is the key. So this is a chain, this is a double crochet, this is a front post double crochet, and the arrows show which direction I'm traveling in this pattern. And I have a few notes here. You can chain 3 to count as your first double crochet, or you can use the long chain 1 and double crochet in that first stitch. Again, you want to finish after an odd numbered row, which is the back side, and you're going to chain in multiples of 3 plus 2 more chains if you're going to count that first chain 3 as a double crochet. If not, you'll leave off those 2 chains, and I'll show you in just a moment what I mean. All even rows have 1 front post double crochet and 2 regular double crochet. Odd rows have 1 regular double crochet and then 2 front post double crochet. So let's get started with that, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So I'm going to chain I chained 15 for my groups of 3, and then if I'm going to chain one more, and then I'm going to do a double crochet in the second chain from the hook to get started. That's going to be my first double crochet, and I like that better than a chain 3 because it doesn't leave a hole there. And I'm simply going to double crochet all the way across this row in each of the chains. Now you could work your double crochets in the back bump there if you like, to make your bottom edge match your top edge, but I prefer to go into the space right above that bottom loop, and I have 2 pieces of the loop on my hook. That way if I go around the bottom, I don't have a big gap there. And I'm going to double crochet all the way across my row here. For row 1, your foundation that's going to set this waffle stitch up. Alright, and when I come to the end, I'm going to do a long chain 1 and double crochet in that first stitch. So normally, or it used to be that we would chain 3, turn, skip that first one, and then go into the next one, but that leaves a hole. So the next thing I'm going to do, I have chained 1 for my long double crochet here, my long chain 1 I call it, double crochet in that first space. Now you're going to do a front post double crochet, yarn over, go from the right to the left behind the post of the stitch there, yarn over, pull the yarn back, and finish your double crochet. Now you're going to skip the top of that one, you've already worked that stitch. Now you're going to do 2 double crochets in the top of the next 2, and then front post. This is row 2. On even numbered rows, you have 1 front post double crochet and then 2 regular double crochets. You can see there's a front post and 2 regular, front post, 2 regular. Continue repeating that across the row. And all your even numbered rows are going to be the same. So my front post double crochet ends up here. I double crochet in that last one, do a long chain 1, turn your work, and double crochet into that first stitch. Now I'm going to double crochet in the next stitch. That was where we front post double crochet the row below. Now we're going to do 2 front post crochet double crochets here, right to left behind the post. So we're pulling it to the front, which is really the back side of our waffle. Double crochet into the next stitch, the top of it, 2 more front post, sideways. Helps if you put your hook in sideways and keep your work horizontal. A regular double crochet. Now on our odd numbered rows, you're going to have 1 regular double crochet, then 2 front post, 1 regular double crochet, 2 front post. This is making the back side of our waffle. As I get to the end of the row, I do a regular double crochet there and 1 more regular double crochet in the end stitch. You can see how my edges are nice with that long chain 1 and double crochet. So flip your work and begin now an even numbered row. This is row 4. So we double crochet in that first stitch, double crochet here in the front, so front post double crochet there, and now 2 more regular double crochets, front post, 2 regular, front post, 2 regular, front post, 2 regular, front post, and double crochet in the end. Long chain 1, flip, double crochet first stitch. Now here's another odd number row. So we're going to do a regular double crochet in that first stitch and 2 front post. Regular and 2 front post. Regular, 2 front post. This does use a lot of yarn, but it gives great texture for things like washcloths and blankets. Now I'm nearing the end of my row. Now if I were finishing my work, I would end it here, or I would work around the outside edge to finish it off. But as I flip to the front, we can now see that lovely waffle pattern with the sunken in spaces, and those are when you front post double crochet on the other side, it pulls it back so it looks recessed on this side, and the front post double crochets here are pulled to the front, making it look like they're on the front side. And there you have it.